So this horse here, I'm working with his spin. I want to make sure his footfall is correct. I want to make sure there's rhythm to it. And I want to see if I can get him to go a little bit faster. When you're asking your reining horse or training a reining horse to spin and you're getting to the point where you want them to speed up, it's not a matter of just kicking and asking them to, just kicking them into a faster speed. It's a mind game. You teach them to want to speed up. They speed up and they get what they want. They get the release from the pressure. So what I'm going to do with him, I'm going to ask him to just step around in a nice, easy rhythm, nothing too hard. We'll step around. Notice my leg position. Now what I'm going to do is ask him to take a couple of quick steps and then go out of it. So what happens is he leaves and gets the release from the pressure after he takes a couple of quicker steps. Let's go back into the spin and let's do that again. See, that time he's stepping around faster and I didn't even do anything different. Quicker steps and walk out. I didn't even do anything different the second time. I just asked him to step around just like the first time, and he stepped around quicker with a better rhythm. Notice I'm riding him two-handed. I want to make sure his body stays correct, make sure his inside shoulder stays up, his nose stays pointed in the direction we're going. Now, when I put outside leg to ask him to speed up, whoa, I'm not going to put outside leg here. You don't get a horse to speed up in a spin by kicking here or by pushing right behind the girth. If I push right behind the girth, I'm going to get him to invert his body and his body's not going to be in the correct position. When I want him to speed up, I actually push back here in the hip in the same place that I would push if I was moving the hip over or if I was asking for a lope departure. Your steering is in the front, your motor is in the back. To spin faster, I'm not going to pull him over or kick him over. I'm going to ask him to push in the back end. Let's do that again. We'll watch how that works. You notice while I'm spinning, I have my legs off. I'll use a tick, but I'm not putting any outside leg. If I'm putting outside leg or I'm bumping to keep him spinning, then he's going to invert his body and he's not going to have his body in the position where he needs to be to spin and to spin faster. So let's ask him to step around, legs off, rein over, outside leg, and leave. I'm just taking my outside leg and just pushing the same place where I would push if I was asking for a lope departure. I lost a little bit of point with the nose. I'll work on that a little bit. I'm having a little bit of the same issue when I'm running a cow down the fence with him. He's one that I show in cow horse. When the cow's on the left, he's not leading with his nose enough. So while I'm working this spin, I'm going to ask him to lead with his nose a little bit more. Ask him to step around. And leave. Keep his head to the left. There we go. Good boy. See how I'm getting effort, and I'm really not doing all that much to ask for it. He's giving me the effort to get the release from the pressure. Let's go left one more time and then we'll go right. So in everything you do with your horse, if you want effort, you want snappiness, you get that higher level trained horse, put some thought into it. How can you release the pressure with a reward that makes your horse want to work harder. And walk out. I didn't even put leg on him that time. So let's go around to the right. Let's see what we have to the right. Change bend, change direction, walk a circle to the right, get him thinking right, point his nose right. This is the direction that he kind of tips his nose out. We've had chiropractor look at him and massage and everything look at him, and he just wants to put his nose out. Rain come around and hit him on the butt, and he thought he was getting punished. Let's do that again. They had a good step going. Let's do that again. And walk out. Good boy. Good boy. Get him looking to the inside. 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 It's just the way he wants to carry his body. I'm going to overbend him to the inside because I'm losing the bend in the cow. Not as much this direction as I am the left, but I don't want it to get worse. And walk out. Good boy. Yes. Whoa. So what I mean by losing his bend when I'm doing the cow work, on a cow, when I'm going down the fence and we're going to make our fence turn, he should turn his head into the fence. So I'll go over here. If we're running a cow down this fence, cow's right there, and we're making a fence turn, he needs to lead with his head to come around on the cow. He's losing that bend. He's not leading with his head enough, he's leading with his shoulders. He's more coming around like this and not coming around with his nose. I'll come on this side over here, give you a little bit different angle. Had a little bit of rain blow in here the other day, but it's not that bad. So if we're running a cow down the fence and we're turning on the fence, I want him to bend, keep the shoulder up, and do a turn on the fence like that. See how nice and smooth that was? But what he's doing, mainly on a left turn, not as much on the right, but I want to work both sides. What he's doing is he's coming around too straight, more leading with his shoulder. It's probably me that created that. Whoa. Because it's probably me pulling him in the turn, whoa, when I should be just putting my hand forward. So what I need to do is I need to fix me so that I'm giving him more slack, but I also need to get him in the habit of bending in the turn. Whoa, good boy. So that's how I teach a reining horse to spin faster, by rewarding them for effort with the release. And that's how I'm working on getting more bend when I make a turn on the cow. This is Hank. I've done quite a few videos of him. Put a link to them up here. And until next time, thank you for watching.